Oh, I'm just tearing up stuff right now. Just tearing up stuff. Good morning. What all is not charged? Is this charged? 48%. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. How y'all doing today? Good morning, sis. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Did y'all sleep okay? I did. I slept real good. Indeed. And I'm gonna go back to sleep too. I think I'm a little jet lagged. I didn't know it was daylight savings. So, good morning. Good morning, everybody. You didn't? Oh, I was knocked out. It didn't take me no time to go to sleep at all. Y'all want to know something? I'm gonna show y'all something. Remember I told y'all me and my kids, we was always super comfortable. Like I just always bought them a lot of pajamas because as soon as they got home from school, hey Queen, hey Renee, they would put their pajamas on. Y'all, who remembers me telling y'all that? As soon as they come in, they get in their comfortable clothes. We don't do all that jeans all day and all of that stuff, right? I tried to make sure that they were super comfortable when they got home, right? Well, my mom used to do that for us. We had inside the house clothes and stuff like that. So I'm about to show y'all how serious my family is about good morning tea, about comfort. I'm about to show you. Give me 1 second. Yeah. I said, listen, when I tell you they gon' keep you comfortable, it's a real thing. Right? They gon' do it. It's a real thing in my family to be super comfortable. So y'all nephew, before I left, he know I love strawberry shortcake, right? And he called me one day and he was like, medium or large, mom? And I'm like, what you getting? He was like, medium or large? And I was like, well, it just depends. Medium, right? Y'all look what he sent me. Hold on, let me do this so I can not hurt myself. Y'all see my pajamas? They old fashioned strawberry shortcake, right? Good morning. Good morning. They old fashioned. Then I go see my mama and she said, I got a robe for you. Okay. Now they didn't buy these at the same time. He bought these pajamas, right? Like 2 months ago. They just showed up the day I was leaving. My mama, I get there and she gives me this nice Juice Couture robe. I said, okay. When I tell you our family wants you to be comfortable, so if we love you, we buy you pajamas. Ah, and she don't believe in walking around without no house shoes on, so right, you need to have something on your feet. When I tell you if we love you, we buy you pajamas, that's what we do. And a blanket. You'll know when you in if we get you a blanket or something cozy, like a robe, pajamas, or something like that. That's how you know we like you. If you don't get that from us, you probably ain't. PJs, robes, and fuzzy socks are gifts. So I'm trying to tell you, that means you want me to be comfortable. You want me, girl. If I get you some pajamas, a robe, a blanket, anything, that means I care about your comfort. Right? And so to have my son sending me pajamas, think about his mama and a strawberry shortcake. Vintage strawberry shortcake. Come on, y'all. Come on. Do you see this? Vintage strawberry shortcake. The real one, not the one they make now. She look like her. Oh, y'all can't see her over there. Her. Y'all see her back there. Then my mom calls me yesterday talking about, I'm looking for strawberry shortcake for Emu. I said, well, strawberry shortcake is hard to find because she's coming back. The vintage stuff is, you're going to have to find a way to find it. I don't know. Yeah. So I was like, that's pretty cool. And then I snagged this from the mother because she got a million gazillion of them. And I said, now she had already gave me shoes. She didn't even know I was going to ask for this. Y'all see it? That's pretty nice, right? I got to dust it off. She said, girl, I didn't have it. She said, it's not real. I said, I don't know that I really care. This is a nice bag. Y'all see it? And it matched them little shoes. So if I need to run to the grocery store looking like a granny, I got my slides on and I got my granny bag. You see? I said, go ahead, girl. I'll take that. Thank you. I said, what you doing with that bag up there? She said, girl, take it. I said, bet. She was trying to give me all kind of clothes. I said, no, my closet is already full. I don't need anything else, but I'll take that bag, though. Yeah, I'll take that. This is, girl, listen. I said, I'll take that. And it got the clasp on it. Open up real nice in there. I said, I don't care if it's real or not. It's nice, honey. And whatever material they use, I mean, it's stitched real good. So I don't know. I don't know. But it's nice, right? I said, that's real nice. Mm-hmm. You said I will wear that faking out, girl. Will and is. It's real nice. I said, I need to. My daughter told me, yeah, I'm about to go out there and go shopping at grandma's house. Yeah, you would need to because she got everything. Yeah, you said, "Ooh, I got some things to go with that." I'm trying to tell you, me too. I got a pair of heels that it's gonna pop. Be right back. I showed y'all them boots already, but I said, "Yep, I've been looking for something to wear with these." Hold on. Now these Stevies is a little dusty, but they just need dust yourself off and try again, right? So let me dust these off because they've been on the shelf. But I got these lovely girls, right? To go with the big buckle on the side. So them is gonna go real nice with that, right? They some OD but goodies, right? And then of course the girls ain't been out in a while. You see me? The girls ain't been out in a while, honey. But guess what? Grandma had the yes, baby. You said nice set. Is that a size 8? This is a 9, I believe. I think because I got to get my pointies a little. It's an 8.5. Yeah. You said, yeah, them shoes I had. Took that one night out of your room. Right. These the ones you went on and snagged them. I didn't. Ooh, I done scuffed them some kind of way. I got to give me some polish for that. But you see, that's going to hit all the way right. Oh! Girl, be careful. Them going to hit. You said just my size. Hilarious. Yeah, and Auntie done had these for 13 years. 12 or 13 years I done had these. I done only worn them like 4 times. So, yeah, that's going to be real cute together. I said, thank you. Hey, Lee, just my size. Let me give you my address real quick. Did your daughter take any of the stuff I made you? She ain't been here yet. Oh, I got my cowboy hat yesterday. I had it. The day I got it, she was trying to take it that day. So you don't know how to act. Them are just my size, and so you dropping them on the floor. You said, see, that's why I take your stuff. This part. And yeah, you and your niece. You said I would break bones. I don't even know. No. Let me show you something. This right here, my foot don't even be at an angle in these. It's like walking on flat shoes because of this. If this was lower, you would have a problem. But your foot is, this is just like you standing up on your, like that. It don't feel like, it looks dramatic, but it's not because of the platform, right? So the platform makes it easier to walk in these. I'm not trying to sell nothing. I'm telling them about my outfit. TikTok. I need those. The hat and the comfy shoes. Right. So that's why my heels are all platforms, because you don't have that like tilted over when you walk. I don't want to be walking like this. And most people don't have their back straight when they walk in heels. So then that's why they fall or they legs buckle. You got to use them stomach muscles to walk in these, but they're not as dramatic because of the platform. Right. I'm not trying to sell nothing. I'm definitely not selling these. What do you mean? They be on me, don't they? Crazy. Like, do something with yourselves. Y'all ain't got nothing else better to do but police people that ain't worried about y'all. Crazy. Absolutely nuts. So, I said, thank you, girl. Well, I guess you're never too old to shop in your mother's closet. And never too old to get something out of mama house. I said, all right, well, that's definitely going to be something I'm going to do. For sure. Get some black polish on your nails with some gold charms and stuff. Or do, girl. Yeah. Either one of those I could wear. Now, I'm just going to set that to the side. So I wanted to show y'all that. Because I'm definitely have to take another trip down there and get me some stuff out her closet. She got all the vintage stuff. She got everything. Everything. Every genre of clothing you can think of, she got it. You said, I love my mama closet. Yeah, my kids love mine too. They like, you don't even wear. Oh yeah, my mama dress. She still dress. My mama gonna dress. That's one thing she gonna do, baby. She gonna dress. And I'm talking about she can dress from any genre and kill the game. She got Tommy Hilfiger. She got everything. She got the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, the 20s, the 90s, the early 2000s. She got 2022, 25 too. She got all of it. 70s, 60s, she got all of that. Bell bottoms, elephant legs, and all of it is crispy. She got the old-fashioned floaty dresses where you put the gloves on. Baby, she got a bag from every job. She got them all. That's what she do. She love clothes. Remember we used to have runway shows in the house, playing and everything. You want to see something? I'm about to show you something. That's funny you said that because I have the picture from that. I just got it the other day. That's funny you say that because I'm about to show you something. Dude got that picture. You see this? My mama also sent me home with this right here. Yes, I just looked at it yesterday. Or the day before yesterday. You give me 1 minute. Let me see if I can find it here. All the pictures from when I, yeah. Hold on. I just looked at it. Just looked at it. That's crazy you say that. I just looked at it. Did. Hold on. That's crazy you said that. So I sure just did look at it. Hold on, y'all. I done had some crazy times, though. I'll tell you that. Oh, my goodness. Where is it? Give me 1 second. I'm about to show y'all. I just gotta see which stuff this is. My mama took me down memory lane, y'all. And then we gonna get to class, but I do gonna show y'all something. CERCA in her, one of her heydays. If I can find it. Come on. That's crazy you came here and said it. And I just looked at the dang picture. Hold on, I think I'm getting close. Yeah. Let's see what we got here. Hold on. Here we go. Was it did got the very pictures of that day. That's so funny you say that. Hold on, there's one more. I seen it in here somewhere. And was, girl. And was. Okay, I'm gonna just do these. Let me put these back. I'll send you the other ones. Oh, here it go. Girl, because couldn't have told me nothing. Couldn't have told me nothing. That's funny you say that. Look at this. From that very day. You look at how old the TV is. Was. Did. This was that day. Look. My sister said, I remember we used to do the fashion shows in the house. And did. And this was that day. Sure was. And was. And did. And did. That day. And did. And did. And was. Right in the house. You sure ain't lying. Look at that. You see it. I ain't gonna show the other one, but it's nice too. I'll send you the other one. Was. Yeah. Because this other one real nice. So I'm going to keep that one. But yeah, we sure did. We sure did. We sure did used to have and did. We had a lot of fun back then. It's a good time. Mm-hmm. You said all in the closet was. Trying to tell you and did. That's crazy you bring that up because I literally just got that picture 2 days ago. Auntie had her. Listen, Auntie. Yeah. That's why I be telling y'all. The Lord let me live the life I want to live. He did. He let me live it. I did everything I wanted to do. I'm telling you. And seen everything I want to see in real life. Yeah, he did that for me. He did it for me. He sure did. He did that for me. You said you put me in my first pair of heels on a mission, but hey, you had me in my first pair. Did you know how? Listen, you don't know how many women I didn't help do that, sister. Now I'm gonna get you together. We about to go and feminize you just real fast. You know, I used to play dress up with everybody. That was my deal. I like dressing people up. They like human dolls. So I buy clothes for people. I don't even gotta see them, and I can, see a picture of them, and pretty much get it, and it'll fit them. But that's a gift my mom gave me. She do it too. She does that. Hey, pumpkin. She do. My mama can see you and dress you in clothes you probably never would have worn, and they gonna look so good on you. I don't know. It's a gift she has, and I'm grateful she gave it to me. And now y'all nephew be dressing people. He be dressing the football players and all them people. So I guess it passed down to him too. Pure time boy, give me a pair of J's and baggy jeans. I was good. Yes, we know. And I had to get you out of that and into a skirt. And a nice corset top, honey, with a jacket on it. Come on in here. You said step in them heels, girl. Gonna get it together. And did. You said I can't stop smiling. You said, well, let me send you a picture from head to toe of me then. Come on with it. Do it. Will. In real life. You said some of these young girls be wobbling in heels. They don't work, because they don't work on their ankles. And they try to walk like they do in regular shoes. When you walk in heels, you got to practice walking around on your tippy toes in your house. That's going to strengthen your ankles and the back of your legs, so that you don't do like this when you walk. Most people think it's just put them on. No, if you practice walking on your tippy toes and just on your tippy toes, cleaning up and stuff, you'll be able to run in heels, and it's actually cardio. So there's that. Practice walking around on your tippy toes in the house. Just do everything on your tippy toes, and you'll be able to walk in any pair of heels. You said now I'm 60-40. 60 feminine, 40 will still grab a pair of 12s and will. I like some tennis shoes now. Back in the day, I wouldn't even wear them. I have to go to the grocery store in some heels. Now I'd be like, give me some flip flops or my handy dandy CERCA TROVA slides, and I'm fine. I absolutely do not wear heels, but I know how to walk in them. I know that's weird because I'm short, but being up there is too scary. You got to find the right ones. I walked on my tippy toes my whole life. That part, so you good at it. I'm still working on my ankles, but it's challenging because I'm pigeon-toed. So let me tell you. Pigeon-toed, you definitely don't need to get a clunky heel because it's too much shoe, right? So these is going to be better for you when you pigeon-toed because it's not as much shoe. But when you walk in like this, you don't want no big old clunky heel on your foot because it's too much space there. So you need to always get a slimmer shoe, right? Something that's rounded at the toe or something like that. So that way when you're walking, because y'all walk like this. You said I wear heel. Girl, I know, daughter. When I seen you stepping down the mountain in them hills, I said, yeah, that's a young circle right there. I said it to you. I said, oh yeah. Ah! Baby, she was stepping down that hill in Tennessee, baby, in them hills. I said, yeah, baby, that's my daughter right there. You see how big I was smiling, girl? I just cheesing. Like, listen, like I done pushed Antoinette out, baby. She came. I said, uh-huh. Yeah. Cause that, mind you, we on the Tennessee mountains, baby. It was a straight incline. You understand, baby? She was tap, 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 tap. I said, oh yeah. Yeah, that's a little circle right there. Look at me. I can still remember. It just made me so proud. I was so proud of you. Oh, I remember my days, girl. I remember my days. Baby, she was struggling, and it wasn't no stank nasty either, baby. It was real ladylike. I said, girl, come on down that hill, Nip. Come on. Come on down that mountain in them hills, honey. Come on. I should not be smiling this hard, but I see myself. I said, oh, yeah. She doing that. She had a cute, her outfit was so cute, too. She put everything together so good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sure did. Listen, you said, yes, you are a proud mama. I am. Look at me, girl. Baby, she had everything together. I was real happy about that. I said, well, come on and strap for him then, girl. Go on and do it. Listen here. Go on and get it together. Do it then. Mm-hmm. Should not be that happy about it, but I am. That made me happy. But you know what? It's okay to be feminine, not be feminine. It's all right. Whatever makes you comfortable. Because I can throw on some sweats and some J's in a shirt and be just as confident in that as well. Heels used to be more comfortable than flats. Now this neuropathy won't let me have fun, girl. I know how it go. I remember being in beauty school and my teachers, because I did hair and heels, they said, you're going to pay for that, baby. Them knees ain't going to be no good. I said, psh. And 20 years later, well, they were right. I can't even say that they was right. Mm-hmm. You got to work on your ankles. You said I walk better in clunky heels and I'm very pigeon-toed, but I wear all types of heels with the exceptions of platforms way too high. Right. Auntie, you like Mary Jane's? I wore heels every day in school and through my 20s. Girl, me too. Was wearing heels to high school. That was the Clueless era. Of course we wore platforms and all of that. You know, it was good with our suits. We went to school suited and booty. These girls, they don't know. But we went to school like we could go to an interview. Okay, auntie. Because most of my severely pigeon-toed friends, they wore Mary Jane's. Yeah. My mama's 70 and still wear. My mama is right, 68, 69. She's 68 and still, baby, she had so many heels, they was everywhere. Mm-hmm. And what, girl? She got so many shoes, it's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. I told her, you need to go on and start a store. I did. I told her like 4 times, start a store. I said, you'll make 10 grand in no time. Because everybody looking for vintage everything. She was like, I know. Hurry up. I'm telling you, she gonna make a killing. If she just gone and listen, she got 2 stores, maybe 3 full of clothes. Like, as far as like being able to set up, she got it. She do shoes, purses, hats, coats, everything. Everything to, listen, she can start her own Shein for vintage stuff, for real. Not even joking. That's how much stuff she got. It's crazy. But yeah. Anyway, y'all want to get to class? I'm going to run to the restroom real quick. Oh, yeah. Y'all, you, Isabel, you would love to be in her closet. How, your eclectic look? Yeah. You'll love to be in her. You said customer number 1 here. I'm trying, you too, classy lady. All my eclectic folks that like to do that with it. Oh, yeah. Y'all love her closet. I stayed in some Mary Jane's up into middle school. Uh-huh. Me too. Yeah. I was pregnant stepping in heels, baby, 9 months. They like, this girl got some heels on. And dude, I need to know why you worried about it. This is my bag. My mom laughing. Now, seeing me in tennis shoes because I used to joke. Listen. Yeah. Yeah, but we getting old now. You realize you ain't got to do all that. When you young, you be trying it. Now you be like, baby, give me my flats. Matter of fact, just give me some socks. Go in there and look in that back basket back there. And I got a pair. Now I'm gonna tell you the pair. Don't just grab any pair. I need you to grab the. Go get my slides out of there. Yeah, them right there. Them. Bring them. He said, kept a pair of heels on. I was shocked when I first seen you in regular shoes after a while. That part. Baby, now I'll be like, where is my, go get my sandals. I might as well give all them heels to them girls, because, baby, I'm I'm a different, I take some pictures in them, though. My grandmother walked in heels in her 90s. Right. My mama probably would. If she didn't have, like, I don't even know how many knee surgeries. She don't care. She's still going to put them on. She done had several knee surgeries, baby. She's still gonna put them on. She don't care about none of that. My neck, my back, my ankles, always. And listen, and this part, you said I always crack. That part, I'm trying to tell you, and do, and do. But it you know, yeah. I'm trying to wait till we get a little juice on here. We at 10%. We're gonna wait till 10 minutes. So, while we doing this, I'm gonna run to the restroom. Can I ask y'all a question? How do y'all feel like the world is holding up right now? Hey. What y'all see? It's rough. Woo child. People don't know what to do. It's holding on by band-aids. Okay. Folks losing their mind. Everything we talked about. Okay. Man, auntie, when I say it's been hard, I believe it. I believe it. But aren't you happy you knew first? But we knew. Aren't you happy? People worried about how they're going to feed their kids. Did we talk about Erika? Country girl, you said it's going crazy. Holding on by a cheap thread, auntie. You said, family, please keep me in your prayers. Wednesday, I have surgery for removal of the rest of my toes. Please and thank you. We definitely will, Lisa. We definitely will be praying with you, auntie. Y'all, auntie is having the rest of her toes removed. Wait, what day is it? Wednesday? Wednesday. I need y'all to send today until Wednesday. You said here in Louisiana, y'all got some EBT. So some people didn't, some people did. My eyes jumping. Yes, I got some boats, them fireproof things that been my last purchase. Just come on. I'm so happy. I listen, me too. People have gotten so comfortable with disrespecting God. It's sickening. Oh, I believe it. I believe it. Auntie, everybody said they praying for you. Listen, the world is changing. But now y'all can see them getting ready to start shaking their fist at God, right? I see a few people living their best life, living it up. Interesting. Interesting. You said you just watching them, huh? That part. That part. Yeah. 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 Hey, sugar. Yeah. It's a real thing out here. I'm grateful that God told us. I'm grateful we had time. Staying quiet and laying low. Sound good to me. And do. Y'all see all of our training about to come into play? Do you see it? All of our training is coming into play right now. Everything. Every part. It is. It is. You said ducked off and looking. They said trucking is slow. Oh, I believe it. Mm. I told my boyfriend that the stamps was gonna be gone, and when he heard it, his eyes got big. Cause you've been telling him. I'm glad my friends stopped inviting me. Uh-oh, auntie. You said, I'm glad my friends stopped inviting me to frivolous nonsense that costs money that I need to survive. Come on, auntie. Has anyone seen all of the videos of the apology messages? I ain't been on TikTok, though. I'm calm because of all our training. Come on. Hey, thank you. You said I was telling people nobody believed me. Come on. I told y'all they wasn't until they was. See? See? And they called us crazy and said we didn't know what we was talking about. Yep, they riding with the tire in the hole. Huh? Oh, you hear me? Remember? I know they hurt y'all feelings. They hurt mine too. Hey T, who got your feelings hurt? What your family and friends was saying to you? I'm grateful God told us to stock up. I've been stocking up, getting my stuff added to my stuff. Come on. Who got your feelings hurt? You did? Be honest. My friends got the message. They don't invite me anymore, no more. You did, Coco Freckles. You did, Steph, Lolita, Lisa, Ida, Auntie. In the beginning, Utah opened their homeless camp. They cannot leave. Interesting. They could not happen here. Really? Never happened here. Listen, but okay, you? Okay. Okay. He said, now y'all know I got my feet eating popcorn. That part. Antoinette, T, you did, M. Cannon. Okay. I hear you say that little gonna add up, so I've been doing it piece by piece. This part, that's what they said. Oh yeah, they did. They did. And what happened? What y'all see? That's why I don't be caring what nobody believe or not believe. Don't believe it. That don't have nothing to do with my beliefs. That don't have nothing to do with what I need to be doing. You don't have to believe nothing. You don't have to believe. You don't have to think it's real. You don't have to think it's ever going to happen. Tell me what that got to do with me. Twos and fuse in my bag. Come on. Them twos and fuse add up. Them twos and fuse. I said, and once you start, and God know you serious, he'll start putting stuff in your way. I know he did that because that's what he do. Once you start to fall in line and he know you serious, everything you need is going to show up. Do you see it? Every single thing you need. Once you say, God, I believe your word, and I understand that this is going to happen, so I need to prepare for it, or I need to prepare myself to go on the journey, or whatever else it is. Because you got to get up and say, I'm going to go first. You got to get up and say, because you have to believe. That's the faith part. Okay, 3 years ago was faith. I went to a cancer walk last night, and they were giving out boxes of macaroni. Let's just say the backpack was full of that part. They add up with no real job. That is awesome. I went to 3 stores and picked up stuff I needed. Come on. Come on. So someone called me this morning, one of our fellow students here, and said that she woke up and her power was out in her whole neighborhood. She said, I got up and flicked every light. She said, I got them in my loft area. Good morning. I got them here. I got them there. I got them everywhere. She said, I wasn't worried about nothing. Other folks woke up in her neighborhood, and guess what? They was having to use their phone lights to see. Her house was completely lit up. And that's on the West Coast. You hear me? Dad listening to us. I'm outside in my garden planting garlic. It's very gloomy. I was just saying, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Dad, for letting us know. And the sun came out. Come on. He is. I'm just watching everything he's placing in front of me, and to have, you said, and be grateful. Come on. Come on. Come on. What did she use? These right here. These. She got one with a button on it though. So she probably got the other ones, but these. Uh-huh. He said, I'm still inviting our family here in Chicago to hit the pantry at Fairfield and Roosevelt at 10 a.m. every Wednesday. Please, family, come on out. And y'all heard that now. You heard it. Listen. So while everybody else was probably waking up trying to flick lights or find they phone lights, all she had to do was go through rooms and click on lights. You said what? A strong storm came through my town and knocked out the power for the whole town, but we still had lights because we had rechargeable light bulbs. Come on with it, Shelly Bell. You said tell them again. I'd rather listen to God even though it hasn't happened yet. Because remember, I told you, they don't want you to prepare until after it has happened. That's not what God does. Right? Or no? Huh? God, man wants you to be prepared after, which puts you in a desperate situation. Yes. You said so thankful to our family that obeyed God and got their stuff. Me too. Because you're already seeing. I told you, God don't want you to be in a situation like that. He wants you to understand. So, yeah, you got to hear the ugly stuff first. You have to. Interesting. Interesting, Christine. So understand this, right? I heard that. Okay, y'all can't type stuff like that. Y'all already know y'all got to. Remember, y'all, we too late in the game for that kind of stuff. It's imperative that you think before you type. I'm trying to tell you. You have to understand that. Y'all know that be getting y'all closer to not knowing what's going to be happening when it's time. That, I love you. I know. But you got to. Uh-huh. You gotta not type that stuff, y'all. Cause you put yourself on the list when you do that. Me too. Do you think that most people believe that I'm doing good? Do y'all think that most people believe that those things were gonna go away, the things that are going away right now? 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Do you think that people ever thought that these things would be happening? You hear me? Do you think? No. My 95-year-old in-law called yesterday and said I was right and doing the right thing to keep going because it's going to get hard before she just said I was wrong. Wow. We definitely, Amari, we will. Hey, family, I'm back after having health issues myself. Then my mom passed away. Please keep me lifted up in prayers. We missed you too, Pumpkin. I'm sorry to hear that. I am sorry for your loss, baby. You hear me? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. My bestie texted me and said she was thankful she listened. You said, yeah, they still believe things are going back to so-called normal. Everybody said they praying for you, Pumpkin. How does that make you feel? It makes you feel sad, right? It makes you feel sad that your family or your friends or whoever it was that you was trying to talk to wasn't prepared, right? But it does make you happy that you were a part of the 5 whys, no? Huh? Does it feel different? I mean, you have a little bit of, right? But you also have a little bit of, right? Christine, it's the same breath, but two different. Thank you, Mr. Artisan. I'm telling you, it's a different feeling when you prepare, right? It's a different, it is. It is. All the people that was laughing at you for getting your stuff, they not laughing now. You said a whole lot of the second. It does, but my heart still hurts for others. Right? We know. Right? Thank you, Candy. We know, but guess what? What can you do about it? Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on, little lady. Hello. Yes, ma'am. Sorry, y'all. I forgot that my great nephew's funeral was today. I told y'all my niece lost her baby. Oh, it be a lot going on. My niece lost her baby, and so they drove down to Cincinnati to go to the funeral. Um, and so they were just letting me know they made it. So I traveled last week, and then I get back last night, and they traveled this morning. Okay, all the girls and the grandbabies and everybody all together. So Listen, yeah, thank you. Yeah, she loves you. It made me a little sad, right? Life is always happening. I'm telling y'all, to all of us. So, excuse me. That's why it's and and they said my niece said, yeah, Auntie, you look like Auntie, and you need to tell Auntie to move her tail back. Yeah, thank you, y'all. Everybody be wanting me to come back. It's a lot of places folks want me to move back to. And no, I don't want to. I love people from afar. I come visit and then I go home to just nobody. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. So let's get to class. I was in my devotion this morning, and I know we've read this before, but hey, Dean. Hey, Dean. Hey, Joy. Ah! Hey, Joy. Listen. It be a lot happening. Oh, like life is lifing right now, big time for everybody. You hear me? Thank you. Life is lifing for everybody. So that's why you got to be kind to people. You hear me? Because you don't never know what nobody is going through. People are able to mask a lot of pain, a lot of emotions, and you never. Thank you. You never know what nobody is going through. So you have to take out time, right? You have to take out time to go deeper and understand why. You hear me? Thank you, Pumpkin. I'm gonna give them to my niece. You have to take out time, thank you, to understand why. Most people, okay. Who remember who remembers when we came here? I said stop asking people what's wrong with them and start asking them who hurt you. Thank you. Does that give y'all a different perspective? Huh? Thank you. Do it. Have y'all gotten different answers when you've asked people who hurt them? Yes, you get a different response when you ask people who hurt you instead of what's wrong with you. Why you acting like this? Right? I can't even see y'all. My eyes is getting so crazy, y'all. That's crazy. Hold on, I gotta put my eyeballs back on. Right. You get a different response. Right? You get a different response when you ask who hurt you instead of what's wrong with you. Have people started to open up to you a little bit more? You said, yes, the who hurt you question disarms them instantly when asked. Yep. You said they kind of stop them in their tracks and they stare at you. Both of y'all said the same thing. It's a more intimate response. You get a different person when you ask that. What happened? Who hurt you? Baby, that'll break the strongest of people down to. You break through all them walls. They come right on down. All the bricks that you normally have to try to chisel out and be able to see in, no, they just come crashing to the ground. You hear me? They come crashing to the ground. You said, and they start confessing. They do. They do. Because most people don't ask who hurt you. A lot of people run away when I ask or they cry, of course. Well, it's still wall coming down because then they're releasing. Because nobody ever asked them that question. People look at people that are in whatever situation. They never think that. Remember I told y'all, people self-medicate. And sometimes to put up that wall is self-medication. It's like putting themselves in a crazy house. Right? You're in isolation. In a room where you can't talk to nobody, can't interact with nobody. It's a real thing. It gets them to talk, start talking way more, right? You get a different response so you can actually help. Right? You can actually help. I'm happy to those of you, thank you. I'm happy to those of you that actually use it. Because it's a great ministering tool, is it not? It is. You got a partner, a spouse, a child, a auntie, a person at work. You ask them who hurt you, baby. You won't be able to get rid of them. They be coming by your desk, leaving food on your desk and stuff. You be like, oh yeah. You want to go out to eat? No. Well, I got you this gift card because I just want to thank you for allowing. Right. Well, do you like blankets? Because I saw this blanket for you. You be like, oh Lord, because you made them comfortable, so now they want you to be comfortable. You cared about their needs and what was important to them, and then they start to care for you. Hello. Hey, you see it? Have anybody experienced that? They want to talk to you and be around you more. They want to kind of. You said my phone be ringing off the hook now. I already know. Because people want somebody to talk to. They just want somebody that they could trust. They don't have to worry about what they say going or them being judged for it. That's why WOYU works so well. We don't care what you did, long as you ain't trying to keep doing it. Right? And we're not going to force you to change. We let God do that. We just going to give you the medicine that you need. You get to see other people being healed. You get to see other people being delivered. You get to, and we tell the truth around here with what we're struggling with. And then it just so happens that the devil, okay, who remembers when we first came here? I said, a lot of y'all think y'all the only one struggling with it, and I guarantee you there's several people in here that are having the same issue. How many of you see that now? I came in here and told y'all that I had bitterness in my heart, and I didn't even know because of the things, and then we was all on the same thing. Most of us was having the same issue in the same weekend. Right? So the devil will make us think we the only person going through it the whole time. He hitting everybody with the same thing. It's not one day that we don't come in here that somebody is talking about something and there's several people that are going through the exact same thing at the exact same time. So it's a lie from the pit of hell and from Satan's mouth that you're the only one. You're not. But if you don't never say, then you won't never know. So when you come over here and you like, this is what I'm going through, this is what I'm fighting, then you get to see it's other people that's right there with you. And so you're not alone, right? And so then you got somebody to talk to about it. That's why I encourage y'all, if you see somebody going through or they say something, don't be hesitant to inbox them. And God put somebody in this community for everybody. It's somebody in here for everybody that if you need somebody to talk to, there's somebody in here for everybody because there's more than one person that's going through the same thing. I definitely had to dig deeper into bitterness last night. Girl, joy. He get you right in your throat. Ah! Real fast. Like, oh, you thought? Oh, no, you didn't even know that seed was in there. Hello, thank you, Tasia. But it changed your perspective quickly, don't it? It changed your perspective? Whose perspective changed a little bit? Girl. Thank you, Dad. Because I need to see that city. How many Daisha? I think Daisha or Nicole, somebody told us it's 9 light years, the city wide, tall, and whatever. Thank you. You chopped last night and I unblocked my sister. Thank you for that testimony too, by the way. And thank you, Dad, for showing us. Girl, we living this thing for real. We are. That's why now do y'all see why I don't care what nobody say? Because every day I'm having to work out my salvation. Who else feels like that? I'm going to put 2 hands up. Every single day I'm having to work out my salvation. Every day. Life for real, for real, for real. Yeah. Every day. God is checking me on something I'm doing or not doing. Every day. This ain't only on Wednesday, only on Sunday. No. Moment by moment. Sometimes. And then you, oh, why did I do that? I shouldn't have did that. And even though he already knew, he already knew. Right. He already knew. Oh, hold on, y'all. I gotta go get my ointment. Let me see who ointment is. Ointment in here. Somebody ointment in here. It's all in my room. Give me a second. I need my ointment. Ugh. Being on that plane sleeping, I got a cramp in my shoulder. Old lady status. All right. So let's get into this. You said me because it's been real forgiveness for me, knowing I have to treat a person like they never did anything after forgiving, been slapping me. I have really wholeheartedly forgiven. Come on, this is the thing, right? Who understands that it's harder to live the way that God shows you instead of just being a church person? Anybody? Being a church person, a Pharisee and a Sadducee is different from this, is it not? Definitely me. Right. Right. This is different from just going to church, listening to the word, and going home, baby. You said is. This different right here, honey. Because you got to really do the work. It ain't no just, oh, pray for me, saints. No, you got to go home and work some stuff out. Learning I still can't find me in other people. You said we put in the work, not just on sitting on Sundays. Okay, on Saturday and Sundays. Come on. You said it really is. That's why I can't stand folk who act like this walk is peaches and cream. Right, you be crying and sliding down the wall like we in a Lifetime movie. Going to God and asking him, why you make me like this? You knew I was going to do. Why you do that? That's why when folks be trying to say, I said, look, I'm not faking this thing. I be struggling every day with all different types of stuff. You hear me? I ain't made it nowhere. You said dropping big tears. Come on. Shoot, you realize how much you disappoint God? You see, they be worried about making sure they pastor think they okay. No, baby, we're trying to make sure God thinks we're okay. I haven't I ain't been on Orvaline. I've been having my own family issues. I had to go out of town, check on my brother, and see my son, and I got to see my parents. Self-correction and self-reflection every day. Let me ask you a question. I got a situation that I wish I could talk to you about. I'm working on this bitterness thing hard. Listen, me too. You can email me. Me too. I just realized, I just told y'all, if the Lord would have came and got me, I would have bust hell wide open. Didn't know I still had bitterness in my heart yet. I've seen it over this weekend. You know what? Sorry, y'all. And I have been missing in action and emails and stuff like that, y'all, because I've been having my life going on. And sometimes I can't be available everywhere. You know? For real. Sometimes I can't. Because sometimes I don't have the mental capacity to do it. Right? Because I'm dealing with my brother and my family and my kids and my grandkids. And I got stuff going on. So when you said that... when you said that, it's like a wave of heaviness came on me because it was exposed, and I prayed and repented, and I feel better now. It was something I didn't know was there. Baby, I'm trying to tell you. You said it's one of you and a million of us, that part. And I be trying to get back to everybody. I joined late last night, but that's sure getting our attention through our own family. I'm trying to tell you. He gonna make you get it right, whether you want to or, you do have a choice. You do. You absolutely do have a choice. You do. You don't have to, but Uh-huh. Happy eternity. Mm-hmm. Well, we just want to thank you because sometimes we don't even be knowing stuff is down on the inside of us until there's a situation that presents itself, and then we find out we not as good as we thought. Right. Or we not as healed, or, we thought we had forgave and didn't even know we didn't. So we just want to thank you for getting those horrible seeds out. Thank you. Because guess what? If you didn't, yeah, we'd have bust here wide as a collective. We'd have been up there in the hot seat. Right. We just want to thank you. So we're not going to get mad when situations come forward that expose what's really in us anymore, even though we don't be liking the way you feel. We just going to deal with it. Y'all just going to deal with it. Is that what y'all said? We going to just deal with it? Because we understand that the situations come to show us what's in us so we can clean our heart before we go. Are we saying this as a collective? I just need to know before I say yes. Is that what we're doing? Okay. All right. So we won't look at these things anymore like they're horrible. Right. The choice to increase your chances to making it into paradise or the other place. Come on. You said, yes, I need to release this bitterness and hurt for my children. Ooh. Come on. Right. We're saying the same thing. So we're saying, okay. So yeah, we've all agreed that when the bad situations come up and people get on our nerves and all of that stuff, you're trying to show us what's wrong with us. Right. We just want to tell you thank you. We will not pout anymore when things come up like that. We're going to try not to, because we understand that you love us enough to make us understand that what's hidden in our hearts. Right. We see that you've now crafted all of the trials and tribulations to expose those things so that we can get them out, so we can make it to that city that's 9 light years long, tall, and wide, with all the gold that you can see through, and the beautiful fruits. Because I really want to see some of them trees that was so fragrant that Adam and Eve kept trying to. Because I don't even know. You probably got some fruits up there that I'm a foodie. Right. You made me that way. Right. I know you got things to do. Okay. We just want to say thank you. That's all for the trials and tribulations. Thank you for not giving us what we want when we wanted it either, because we didn't even know that it wasn't going to be no good for us. Right. Okay, thank you. You have a good eternity, Dad. All right. Hello. Thank you. Thank you for not giving me what I want when I wanted it, because it wasn't even no good. You hear me? Self-preservation is the word of the day. Take care of yourself and let God handle the rest. He got us. He sure does. Thank you so much, Dad. The correction and conviction have been heavy. I learned this weekend the true meaning of it, and will be easier to get through the eye of a needle than into heaven. Thank you, Dad. I'm trying to tell you. Man, no, Auntie, he came right on time. You hear me? Listen, I do. Right? Because this thing, as the old people used to say, is winding up. You're going to have to make your decision. Because it's not as easy. They didn't lie. And when he do it, it feels so good because you know it wasn't nobody but him. Come on, baby. I'm trying to tell you. It's real out here. It is. It's a real thing. It is. And that's why we got to be grateful that he let the trials and tribulations. Now you understand why Paul and them said they happy about the trials and tribulations that they experienced, because it worked patience and all these good things in them. If God would have let it go their way, they wouldn't have never made heaven. You said that's a part of my studies last, having to take certain things in life because we should act how Jesus would act in situations. Yeah, it's harder than the church people make it out to be. When you living it for real, who feels like you live in relationship with God for real instead of religion? I'm so grateful for class, for y'all stories and realness. God's correction is real love. I appreciate it all. Me too. Who feel like you living out relationship and not religion? Religion feel different from relationship, don't it? Huh? Religion is different from relationship. Relationship, baby, you show all the emotions and not just anger. Religion lets you be nasty and mean. Relationship have you broke down in the corner talking about, God, I'm sorry I even act like that. I'm sorry I embarrassed you. I'm sorry I did that. It's much more rewarding, even though it's harder. Come on, it sure do hit that. You said me, very different. Come on. Relationship and religion is two different things. You see God differently. You said real unconditional love, that part, and it feels real good. Unconditional love feels real good. You didn't find it in people. You said, work on me, Lord. Yeah. But if you let them, as soon as you let go, it be some good stuff that come your way. You hate me harder now than you said they can keep the religion. Give me relationship. Absolutely. In religion, I still did what I wanted to do. Wanted to, just being honest. But this relationship has changed my life. Come on. It make you walk different, talk different, everything different. Now you see why the disciples and the people that were following Jesus, they saw different things from the people that just went to the synagogue and prayed and still lived however they. Matter of fact, we about to read about them today. You said, I be having to do the ugly cry. You feel so good afterwards, don't you? You said relationship makes you take accountability for your actions. It does. It hit me harder now than it did in the past. Sure does. You said TJ said it had me thinking all I had to do was say sorry. Come on. He said change behavior. You can't keep doing it and saying, God forgive me, God forgive me. You ain't changed nothing. That's like your kids saying they going to clean their room and they never do. Because they say, sorry, mom, I didn't clean it. And then they go back in there and don't clean it. Then the next day, it's the same thing. Yes, ma'am. Be crying sometimes in front of my kids and try not to. Absolutely cry in front of your children. God gave them tear ducts too. Do you know when you cry in front of your kids, now you ain't got to act crazy, right? You can talk to them. That's a teaching moment. Because the only time you have a hard heart is when you will not experience emotions. That's what causes you to be toxic. Most toxic people don't cry a lot. It's a reason that God talks about making your heart soft. And yeah. And then we did the research into tears and the different chemical compounds of certain tears of sadness, tears of happiness. They actually crystallize different because there's different properties are coming out. Tears purify your body, cleansing tears. That's why you have the white on there, and it makes you go to sleep. There's a whole natural Tylenol that your body releases at the end of crying, tears of sadness and stuff. It's a whole science to how God made your body. Then you hitting me and all my bad behavior. CERCA, it's like you look right at me. My oldest daughter lost her battle with cancer on 10/11/2025. And her family on her dad's side showed their true colors. I prayed so hard for God to take the wheel. I'm so sorry to hear God showed up and showed out. Come on, he always will. I'm so sorry to hear that, Tracy. Listen, you said petty. I'm so sorry to hear that, Pumpkin. I am sorry for your loss, baby. You see right. Oh, you know what? Let's do it. How do you? How do you? Listen, and is and about to do it. Right. Right. But guess what? God let folks do what they go. What the heck? Yeah. Uh-huh. That's what y'all be thinking when I be at y'all house and y'all dreams and stuff, telling y'all, okay. It don't feel good when a person see right through you though. You can't even hide yourself from them. It's a little uncomfortable. Do you hear me? It's a little uncomfortable. It's a little uncomfortable. Be trying to hide stuff, can't even hide it. They be like, really? You know I can see you, right? I can see you. I see you. Yeah. That okay. Let me ask y'all a question. Who remembers when I first came over here and people were saying she needs somebody over her, and I said, oh, there's a person. It don't matter what I'm doing, God is going to show them. And she don't even be where I'm at. I could be halfway across the country, and God will show her what I'm doing in her sleep or a vision or give her something. You remember this? Do y'all feel it now? How many of y'all got a pastor now? How many of you had a pastor when you came here and now you don't? If you had a pastor when you came here, raise your hand, but now you don't. I want to see something. Y'all had pastors when y'all came here. Do you have a pastor now? I want to see something real quick. Okay, if you don't have a pastor anymore, thank you. Type no. You still have a pastor. You still do. Okay. You said they be asking me at church, that part. I just want to see if you have a pastor. Okay. So let me ask you a question. When you had a pastor, did you conduct yourself the way that you do now? I just want to see something. No. Were you as concerned about your actions and the way that you treated people when you still just went to church? Were you concerned about how you? Okay. Okay. You said no, I was still clubbing and drinking. No, I see different. Okay, this is a personal issue. Are you still giving your body away if you were to people you're not married to? Did anybody start like abstinence or celibacy since you've been here? I just want to know. When you had a pastor, was you still throwing that thing around with everything you got? You stopped. You wasn't. Okay. Hey, pumpkin. You stopped. Anybody else? You was. Anybody else? You stopped. You stopped completely. Yes. Yes, you did. I stopped after coming here. Yes, me over 2.5 years I tried to, but no, it's okay. Yes, it's all right. Stop because you stopped because of God. I can't stop nobody from throwing their legs behind their head. I just want to see. Yep, you stopped 6 years ago. No, you haven't. I stopped. Okay, Yvonne. Yes, Selena. Okay. I shut it all the way down since WOU. I've been stopped. Okay, I stopped. All right. I just want to see. I'm still trying because I still be. You working on it. I just wanted to see. You said I was already celibate. I've remained since I've been here. No, I married the man I was fornicating with. Oh, okay. That's stopping too. I stopped for a while, and when I tried it again, the conviction, oh yeah, I know about it. It messed your whole soul up. I even had the person coming to church with me. Oh, I stopped. Okay. Maybe you got married. That's still not being in fornication anymore. It's the same thing as stopping giving your body to somebody you're not married to. I stopped completely everything. No phone S either. Uh-oh. 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 I stopped. I was already done. Okay. Abstinence. Okay. Okay. I still struggle in my mind. It's okay, but you working on it, Jazz. That's all that matters is you keep. That's why it's important to get up in the morning and read the word, right? Because you put yourself in a different mindset, right? Sometimes you have to remove certain things from your eyes. You can't look back at old pictures, videos, anything that you know is gonna cause you to be in the wrong mindset. You said you want me, you gotta marry me, baby. That part. Come on, listen. And it's so peaceful. It is. Because if the devil can't get you to sin with your body, the first place he going is your mind. Hello? You said, but don't think I'm not interested. That part, we never said that we wasn't. You're still human. Hello. But you don't let your flesh dictate how you move anymore. And that don't even have to be intimacy. That could be a number of things. Because it's not just lust that is intimacy, right? You can lust after money, attention. There's a number of things you can lust after, right? We just using that because I just want to see. Okay? It's a struggle. It's gonna be a struggle all the time because your flesh is constantly warring against your spirit. If you wasn't struggling, you'd probably not be here. Every single day, it's gonna be a struggle in your flesh to not do something because the spirit allowing it to reign over the flesh is that's walking out your salvation. The forest be calling me. I just stay on the other side of the street and just look. That part, auntie. That part. Listen, closed for business. Come on. So I just wanted to see when you was going to the church house, you didn't care. I was a luster of attention from men who were not my husband. Uh-oh. See? Come on. We talk about it in here. We're going to talk about the truth. So then you used to be mad at your auntie when I used to say you was the married woman up here on your draw, in your drawers and stuff on the thing. Put some clothes on. Quit wearing them tights like that and stuff, and you got a husband. Ah! Sorry, Niecy Pooh. I'm sorry. So we are the same. Yeah. Yeah. All of us. Listen, this the thing. Yes, auntie, I changed how I dress too. Really? How many of y'all changed that? Let's talk about it. Men and women. Because men wear clothes. You said, oh, I wasn't mad. No, I know you wasn't mad, Pumpkin. But I'm saying, did you feel like I was attacking you? You did, Dee? You did? Anybody else? Because men can wear things that attract women too. I literally ran from a dude. He was fine too, girl. You said, because you were right. I had begun my celibacy before, but I completely stopped here. Come on. I love my little JP for life, but I look at you for a couple hours. Interesting. You want to start? It's okay. Definitely changed how you dress. Are you treated differently? Do you get different responses to you now? You do? You said, girl, go clubbing on Saturday and church on Sunday. Me too, short skirts and drinking. I did 100% one-piece bathing suits and all. Interesting. Oh, so you get with more respect. Interesting. Me, I stay in sweatpants now. Yes, ma'am. Oh, so you get a different response. Interesting. So what was happening on your inside started to show on your outside is what you telling me. You said, I'm too scared to now. I'm too scared now. Uh-oh. So the change happened on the inside first, but then people started to see it on the outside. I got everything Tatiana from my closet. Not the Tatiana stuff gone. Come on. The respect is fabulous. Come on. You said, what about cussing? Laugh a lot. I was no joke before here. Work still in progress. Girl, me too, auntie. You already know I still be having to stop myself from cussing. Folks have rut now. You said, yes, I was told I dressed like a auntie and a Muslim. Come on. Yeah, I honor my role as a wife and a child of God. Come on. I don't want to be in that level. Second Baruch scared me. Uh-oh. 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 You said, don't bring up the cursing. I ain't quite crossed that bridge yet. Come on, I just don't want to hurt the Father God no more. I let my piercings close. Interesting. I cussed up a storm. Work on me, Lord. Yeah, start putting some oil on your tongue. Me too. I have my days like every other day. And sometimes 2 times on Tuesday. And Thursday and Saturday. Ah! God is still working on me. Y'all be wanting me to lie. I'm not. He's still working on. Right. Hubby told me I was more attractive covered up. They don't want everybody to see what belongs to them. They don't want men to see what they get to see. Yeah. That is a true statement. And this is why, y'all, even as a young lady, when I went out, this is what I was on. I was 23 right here. Y'all see that? This is not 23-year-old gear. Do you understand? 23-year-old. This is how I used to show up in a club at 23, 24. Did. Did. Show did. Mm-hmm. It's a little of this and a little of that. You see it. This ain't, you see? This was 24, 23. You hear me? Thank you, Mr. Artisan. You see that? This leaves a lot more to the eye than everything hanging out. So I already knew whatever I went in there for, I was going to come out with it. Ah! Do you? A little bit. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Artisan. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, it wasn't Amish now. Hold on now. Yeah. Because you see the back right there. You see that. You see, this is the, you see the back was out now. And dip low. Mm-mm-mm. 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 Mm-mm. Yeah, it was dip low in the back, but going towards you, you was gonna be like, oh, until you seen the back. Mm-hmm. You said what now? Just a little something, something. You said I see on my period. Yeah, yes, honey. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. It was gonna be, come on, it dipped low in the back, but seeing me up front, I was gonna be covered up. You see what I'm saying? You got the quick switch up and was Niecy Pooh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Business in the front and party in the back was Jay. Yeah. Yeah. But you see, you don't gotta, it's a way to do it. Thank you, Mr. Dream Express. It's a way to do it. You hear me? Listen, it's a way to do it. Young, and I'm talking to my young and my old. Come on. You was accentuating your and was. You hear me? And was. Listen. Right. Yeah. Right? You don't gotta, and I taught my daughters that. Naked is not sexy. That's what they teach you now. Right? That naked is sexy, looking like you don't got no clothes on. Well, that don't leave nothing to the eye. He can see everything. That's like some of them church pants the men be wearing. Sir, you're in the house of God. Put all that up. This is not the meat market. You don't give them nothing to think about. You don't give them nothing to. You said the way I just scrumped. Listen, it ain't. But that's how they act. Mm-hmm. In real life. There's no imagination anymore. Women go out completely naked. They have an all lace thing on and pasties, and sometimes not even that. I should not be able to see your booty here. No, it's a real thing though. Mysteries and imaginations out the door. Oh yeah, yeah. I told the deacon in church, you trying to send me to hell. Ah, not deacon. And deacon is ready for some sneaking. He said. He said, hilarious. Right. Tell him to go on up a size. Mm-hmm. Not the deacon is trying to sneak in, honey. Listen here. Okay, have a seat, sir. Please and thank you. Uh-huh. The deacon is sneaking. Ain't that something? Ah! Don't do it, Deek. Don't even do it. I'm trying to tell you. But you do get a different level. The deacon is sneaking. Mm-hmm. This the thing. I already know how it go. But guess what? This is the thing, right? This is why God talks about modesty. Right? Because it keeps your mind clean. If you don't see it, you normally don't think about it. A burger, a pair of shoes. You said he better go to the altar. Huh? Some oxtails. You don't think about it till you see it or smell it. The mind is very powerful, is it not? It can tell you. Your mind, it'll have you raising up out your sleep to go get stuff. You could be in a dead sleep in your mind. It'll wake up and you be like a zombie, baby, on your way to the kitchen to get a snack, on your way to somebody's house to get moving on. You know, I was about to say to be a snack, but amen. You know what I mean. It'll have you on your way doing all kind of stuff. Right. Mm-hmm. It will. It sure will. The actors that just passed out in Keaton was a very modest dresser. Yeah. How many of you have done something that you absolutely said you wasn't gonna do and you still end up doing it? My friend told me not to let my mind take me where I don't want to stay. Come on. How many? It don't matter what it is. It don't have to be intimacy. You said you wasn't gonna do it and you found yourself doing it. Remember, we just read that thing about the stuff that I don't want to do, I do it, and the stuff that I do want to do, I can't. Y'all remember we just read that? Y'all was here. That was one of our last classes. We was talking about that. The stuff you say I don't want to do, that's the stuff you do, and the stuff you need to do, that don't. We just had that class. It's a real thing. No. You said, look at the time. Okay. Well, come on over here to Mark 3 then. And we in the NIV. Mark 3, NIV. I was in my devotional this morning. You said I did that with my shopping. I failed again. It's okay. It's okay. God knows. You just work on it again. Mark 3. Y'all ready? You said, child, I'm doing that now. It's a real thing. You are a work in progress until you take your last breath. Say it. I'm a work in progress until I take my last breath. I don't care what nobody think. I just need to know that God is okay with what I'm doing. And if he ain't, it don't matter who else see me as a good person, as a right person, a kind person. If God know my heart is filthy, still full of hatred, bitterness, whatever. It's a different walk when you walk in relationship. And it don't always feel good. Neither do your relationships. Sometimes you're not going to like your partner. Sometimes you're not going to even want to look at them or talk to them because they didn't got on your nerves or whatever else it is. It's a real thing. But that don't mean you don't love them. That don't mean that you don't care about them. That don't mean that you don't want to, It's a time and a place for everything in real life. It is. It's a time and a place for everything. Life is not perfect every day. And most people that try to pretend, you said about to write that in my journal. Listen, it's a real thing, Ted. It is. People want to be fake. You ain't gonna grow if you be fake. If you just fakeness ain't getting you. It's like a fake plant. Is it gonna grow? No. If you don't deal with the real of what's going on, there'll be no new leaves. Nothing. You can dust it off and it's always gonna look the same. It's a song. This one.
For two, please, you could have been that man.
Yeah. She said, I tried to love you like in the movies and all I got was plastic plants. This love ain't growing nowhere. You said, well, she didn't lie. Anybody else felt that? You tried to give real love and all you got was plastic plants back? Not even real flowers. They ain't never gonna change. It's gonna be the same as it was when you got it. Just a little dusty. Maybe the color done faded a little bit. Okay, let's do an exercise right now. Ooh, let me get my stuff before I do this because I know how violent y'all can be. I need you to get your paper. Time and date X. November the 3rd, 20 and 25 with the time on it. You ready while I go to the restroom? And I need you to write down when you've been plastic. All the times that you were plastic. Because you was like, oh yeah, because they didn't even, let's go back. How many times you been plastic? How many times was your life not really your life? How many times did you fake something? How many times did you lie about who you was? You said basket of tomatoes loading. Right. How many times was you fake with God? Plastic. E. You said, oh man, we gotta, Right. So see, you thought we was about to talk about all the fake people that was right. Let's go on and write down your stuff. You said, dang, that's how you coming, auntie? When was you fake? Hello. When was you not who you really was? Go on and write that down before you write down all the times people gave you plastic plants, right? Because you gave some folks some fake words, some fake actions. You said take your time in the restroom. You said, oop, I could have been a Barbie. Well, let's write down. Let me see what you got. How many times was you fake? Telling somebody something they want to hear, even though it wasn't the truth, fake. See, we wasn't going to get you today. Uh-oh. You said too many to write. I'm just going to write all the time. Okay. I was about to rant about others, and there you go. See how that little curve, you see, it was a detour to you. You said leave the past in the past. Come on in. Every time I turned the other cheek and didn't want to. Uh-oh. Mm-hmm. Right. So you thought we was about to list how many times people have been fake to you? No. We got to look in the mirror first. I'll be right back. Go on and make your list. And then go on and write down what being fake got you. Tell me. I want to know the outcome of your plastic plant life. What did you get? Y'all right? I want to make me some more coffee, but I'm not going to. Because that'll be like my third cup today. I'm not doing that. Not right now. Who's ready to ditch class right now? Uh-oh. She don't know how to be civilized. I need my breaks to work right now. Should have knew this was coming. I'ma just say every day. Need another notebook. Uh-oh. Fate got me real tears and stuck in a real situation that I realized I didn't want to be in. Just call me the plastic plant that was fake that made me have an identity crisis. I didn't know who I was. Uh-oh. I took a 14-year read with the devil being fake. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oops, the bathroom break was too short. You said, my pen can't seem to write much. This may be an area I have to work hard on. I have times I didn't give my all or got lazy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, right. Got it. I already know I had my times. Being fake got me real depressed. That's where it got me. Sitting in my house in the dark with no lights on, angry at the world is where fake got me. It did. And I can be honest and say, in a 10-year relationship with a stalker baby daddy. Amen. Amen. Mm-hmm. Almost a prison sentence. Okay. Y'all was ready to list everybody else that had been fake, huh? Gotcha, nigga. This was the midterm question. Uh-huh. You said I got my tail whooped and heartbroken. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How many didn't realize how shameful my fate was until I understood the word here? Uh-oh. That's good. That's good, Miss Garcia. You hear me? That's good. I felt like I felt like an accomplice to this, and I knew others did. Interesting. Ooh, being fake kept a lot of people fake around. Oh, fake people around, cutting them off, brought peace into my life. Come on, Yana. It got me put in the fire. Ooh. So how many of you, now that you quit being fake, you don't deal with fake folks no more? If it ain't real, you don't want it. Anybody? You ain't good with that surface stuff no more, huh? If it don't got some depth to it or some weight to it, you ain't messing with it. Change your whole life. And it feels wonderful. It does. You said, too busy telling others about themselves and putting my fake butt on a pedestal. Ooh, this. Uh-oh, yes, me. I ain't got no friends. Don't feel bad. Do you want some if they fake? Do you want to be around people that you always got to keep your guard up with and wonder when they about to try to be funny, so you got to try to outthink them, can't even enjoy yourself? Being plastic turned me into someone I didn't even know, and in situations I never imagined I would be in. Thought I was a real one until I got here and realized reality hit me. No more plastic life for me. Exactly. That's not a friend. Oh, okay. Absolutely. My cutoff is real quick. Oh, I stay to myself. Oh, I used. Oh, you still gonna? Oh, yeah, I do. It's exhausting. It is. You said nah, nope. Okay. Interesting. Real make your life better. I have 2 friends and my sister. Listen, it's a real thing. Yeah. But you deal with less stress when you don't deal with plastic people. You said I'm at peace. That part. And God will send people around you that you can trust, that you can talk to, and everything. I'm telling you. And that you can be 100% with about whatever's happening in your life, and they be like, okay, so we about to go eat, or what we doing? We don't care about none of that. Yeah, you hear me? Being real makes you the enemy as well, to others who don't understand. Yes, because they don't want you to live in your truth. Can't stand the fake or lies from anyone. Sister, one single girl I had told me I need to change my friends because of my new thinking. Listen, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. And look at how changing your mind has changed your relationships. I didn't like it because once the real me came out, they didn't believe it. So fake, it's not for me. You said that part. That part. All right. Looking back at my so-called conquest brings painful tears, and it's so peaceful now. It is. You said finally at peace. My family think I'm overreacting for leaving my marriage after only 10 months. I wish I could have left in 6 weeks in that first one. What in the world? The ones that hurt the most was my fakeness took my God and my kids. I'm not sacrificing my peace for no one. Oh, this deep. This is deep for me. Plastic got me an overload of medication. Not being able to budget for my own self needs. Let me go get my lots of tissue. Y'all not sick trying to get out of the butt whooping she got for us. Right. We about to get it. I just learned to just be real. One of my best decisions I ever made. Come on, Katie. Me being fake caused me to be hurt. I told her that's why I don't have any friends now. Not even you. You're just an acquaintance. Uh-oh. Who cutting onions? Listen. That's why I said don't buy into this world because it's all a facade. Be real. You hear me? Because people be living fake. They be wanting people to think they live in a way they don't even live that way. And y'all starting to see it now. I say to myself because hurt people. They do. They do. And most people, they not okay with being themselves, so they become everybody they around. And that's why they be miserable and irritated all the time. And that's why I be by myself, because I'm not going to stop being me because you don't know how to be you. You hear me? Here we go. Being fake even today with the little things because it causes me unnecessary stress. I'm guilty and gonna pray. Go pray. Come on. Come on. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. You want to be real? Real releases the stress off of your life. Because if they not going to like you, they not going to like you. Well, going on over there then. To the corner with all the people that don't like me for whatever reason because they can't be real with themselves. I don't care. Because it took me a long time for me to like me. And no more dimming my light because somebody else can't handle me. Girl. If you don't like the way God made me, you need to take it up with upper management, baby. Life isn't heavy anymore since I became a real girl. Can't do fake anymore. It's itchy anyway. Baby, you done said it. Stated myself, I only deal with real, honest people. Turn from the fake news and lies. Come on. And then they keep you in between mess that don't even mean nothing to take up your whole day. You being, Being fake had me stringing men along. Now most of them are married, and here I am on the same hamster wheel for 20 years with another fake person. Ooh, Keish. You gyp yourself every time you think you about to. No, I don't want it. It took me years to realize that I was funny looking and the Father loves me. Listen. You literally be digging a hole for yourself. You hear me? Thinking you about to get up. Oh, baby, no. And I don't want no parts of it. You can have it. If it ain't real, I don't want it. If it ain't genuine, I don't want it. Life is too short to be playing these games, right? If you don't like me, going on somewhere. I ain't everybody cup of tea. But I'm not about to be sitting around people that don't even really like me just to be around some people. But you only do that when you don't like yourself. It's all right. The only reason you will continue to stand around yourself around people that don't like you is when you don't like you. I'm still trying to get out of the ditch. It's okay. Yeah. Come on, Tasia. Right? You will deal with folks that's always got something slick to say. If you don't want me, then don't talk to me. I'm trying to tell you. In real life. That's everybody. I don't want no parts of it. Okay. We have Mark 3. Y'all ready? NIV version. So I can get out y'all here. You said you didn't know any better at the time. Don't you be happy when God teach you better? The word gets you right, don't it? That's why it's important to read. Who sees the importance of getting some word in you every day? Even if it's just a devotional. You said left all the fake people behind and have so much peace with. Yes, I did that before, acting around people. Now, knowing that I didn't want to be there, but now I'm to myself and loving it. I'm trying to tell you, my stomach don't need to be in knots all the time. Coming here made me realize that I still had trauma from being adopted. You said, "Woo, child, I do." Okay. Yep. Yes, indeed. Yeah. It's a harder walk because you be by yourself a lot more, but baby, it's so rewarding. Listen, I will not. Me in this past week, each day the word been relevant. Come on. Yeah, and it's literally your playbook for every day. So you teach yourself when you don't get up and try to read something. The word is food to my soul. Yeah, and he be checking you in your throat early in the morning. Like, what? I just got up. You ain't even let me get no good coffee in me yet before you chopping me in my throat. And I'm loving it, like some salt and fries. Ooh, at the dollar bill and peace. Okay. You said it is a walk that you do alone. It's true. All right. So NIV Mark 3. We ready? Ooh, y'all was asleep on that plane, and I'm so sore because I don't be trying to like touch people on a plane, so I be leaned all the way against the wall, and baby, this side, honey. Ooh, wait. That's how I felt this morning, circa girl. T, I know. He don't waste no time because he don't want you to linger in it. You said I'm still in my isolation season, and they come and go. Them isolation seasons, they gonna come and go. They will. All right, come on. All right, it says another time Jesus went into the synagogue. What is the synagogue? Church. So another time Jesus went into the sanctuary, and a man with a shriveled hand was there. Oh, Rika. Ah! Rika said the churches of Satan, as a matter of fact. So there was a man that had a disability. His hand was shriveled, or he had had a stroke, or whatever else that was going on, right? But Jesus went to the church, to the sanctuary, to the house of God, right? The temple. Some of them, who was them? The church people, the saints, the holy folks, so called. Them, the church folks, Joy. Some of the church folks were looking for a reason to accuse Jesus. Why in the world would church people be looking for a reason to accuse God? This is God in the flesh. Do you think that their spiritual eyes were open? God himself was in his house. And the people that thought they owned it and ran it and controlled it were looking for a reason to accuse God himself in the flesh. When you go to church, do they study you and be looking for something to go tell pastor? So the them in this scripture, they ain't changed. Because they didn't know what was in front of them. Devil in the church house, as the elders say. If I walk in church with a mini skirt and I smell like alcohol, do you think I'm going to be treated the same way as a person that got a long skirt on? So I could come in crying because of repentance, because I don't want to live this life no more. And the young lady with the skirt down to her legs and her head covering on could have hatred in her heart. Easy. But because she looks the part, or because she agrees with the laws of this tabernacle and the rules, she'll be more widely accepted than me, even though my heart is really close to God and I'm repentant because I want to do an about face and I'm getting ready to get rid of this sin in my heart. But on my outside, I don't look like a church person. Did the followers of Christ look like church people? They stopped the one needing help at the door. Uh-oh. Come on, Joy. Huh? My church turned you away real quick. Interesting. First of all, the lusty men gonna be staring instead of helping. Nah, you the one I'd go sit next to instead of the long skirt in the front. Interesting. Okay. So they watched him closely to see if he would heal him on the Sabbath. So they was more worried about their rules than a person being free. That's what you're telling me? Do you see that in the church today? Uh-oh, you answered my question, Clay. You said that's the churches today. My God. Oh. They want you to look like you free even though you're not. How many of you were going to church and you were still depressed? How many of you were going to church and you still couldn't control your lust? How many of you were going to church faithfully, operating in positions, and your mind was filthy? Your mind was full of deceit, hatred, envy, jealousy, malice, backbiting, pride. Will you admit that I gotta go blow my nose. Will you admit that your heart was far from God, even though you was a faithful person to the tabernacle? You was a faithful person to the organization. You was a faithful person to whatever your position in church was. You was faithful to that, but your heart was not faithful to God. Your mind was not faithful to God. Your body was not faithful to God. It was not to him alone. Held down 5 ministries at all the functions and still acting up. Oh. You ever been with somebody, or somebody ever been with you just for what you could give them, but they really didn't even like you that much? You ever had a friend that only hung around you because you was beneficial? They wanted something. They could see that things came to you, so they stayed around for the crumbs that was going to fall off. They only sold into you because they wanted something back. Okay. On that same piece of paper where you wrote down how plastic you were, I need you to write down how many times you did that. How many times you stayed around the church waiting on a blessing, even though your heart wasn't to God? How many times you stood up in front of the church and said, God, forgive me, while planning to go throw your legs behind your head? Hello. In the shower, scrubbing my body hard with an attitude. I was taking communion and cursing yourself. Okay. All right. So now I need you to write down how many times. How many of you went to church looking for everybody's wrongs? Watching folks instead of listening to the word. As to why you couldn't remember it when you left. I wasn't even that devoted to church for real. I was far away from them and God. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm going to just go blow my... You said, oh, oh. Look at her fake shouting. You didn't hear what the pastor said, though. You was worried about who was fake shouting, what they had on, who they was talking to, what they said about such and such. You couldn't hear the word. Hello. I'm just asking. You said, Rashida. I just want to know. Hello. Can we talk about it was operating in my gift and could see the wrong and not my own? Uh-oh. 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 Church was definitely Sunday morning entertainment. CERCA, I just did this today. You got to stop. Uh-oh. I have one foot in the church and one foot out of the church and watching the clock on the wall in between falling asleep as soon as the pastor started preaching. Ooh. When I used to go to church. Anybody else? And then be trying to tell somebody they need to go to church and you didn't hear nothing that happened. You gonna talk about it? Huh? Is we gonna talk about it or no? How often did you study when you went to church? You said I wasn't gonna do this, but not the grapes and they stain too. For real, Rashida. Always talking about the Lord know my heart. How evil it was, Tasia. He sure know how wicked it was, didn't he? This is what God do to your heart right here. Let me shine a light on it so I can see what's down in there. Because this is hidden by the skin, so let me get down in the dark. After praise and worship, I was ready to go. Not going to the club. You say what now? Because they said the blue light is a cleansing light, right? It's like a pure light. You said he shined it right on down in there and said, oh, it's real filthy enough. Hold on. Is that hatred? Is that jealousy? Is that envy in there? Is that pride? In the dark spaces. The pure light is shining down on it. Oh! Wait a minute. Wait, Queen, I didn't even get it. Go to church. You said until offering right before the sermon. Uh-oh. I studied in school only at the time. The pastor didn't even keep track of the sermon, so they wasn't studying either. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You said favorite color. Come on. Come on. Listen, he said, go on and get down there. Let me see. Let me inspect and see what's going on around here. How many of you feel like God shined the light down on the inside of you since you've been in WORU? Praising and planning to take somebody home with me. I knew that in the church is the hook. You heard that? Thank you for being honest. Praising and planning on taking somebody home. We gonna go and have fellowship after church. Right. Hello. You said me for sure. See, you can't talk about this in church. Singing sexual songs during prayer. Oh. He told me we could fall prone on the throne. Singing in the choir and sleeping with the pastor's son. Uh-oh. That blue light is purifying and cutting into my soul. Uh-oh. Guilty. Uh-oh. Me for sure. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They used to say that's where the husbands were, so I was definitely going to find me one. Joy! Joy said, well, I went looking. I mean, that's where they said the husbands was at. I had to try out and see which ones they was talking about. You said, and we thought we was going to heaven. Joy! Joy said, that's where they said the husbands was. Sis. Then came with it today. Listen, you said, we was, them church folk, y'all was flipping the tables. And, he was, we sure was, Tasia. Sitting up in church and wasn't thinking about Jesus not a damn minute. Then went and bought clothes, bought your Bible, and it ain't a, girl, I know, because that is what they tell you. Find your husband and wife in church. You said, I don't want to play this game anymore, girl. Girl. You said, woo, chills, wearing my seductive perfume. Uh-oh. Not praising the Lord and fanning yourself so it can waft and they can smell your pheromones. Not in the church. You said this is about a lot of hot mess in here. See what happened when you can be honest? God told me as long as we repent each time, we good. But little did we know. They definitely used to stay in the say the freakiest people in church. Amen. Hello. That's because they can't be truthful about what it is that they be doing. And so then the devil traps them in more and more sin, and it gets more and more lascivious and more filthy to God. You said truth is being told. Listen. I was also trying to be promiscuous undercover. Interesting. Anybody else thought y'all was hiding y'all wholeness and your whoremongerness and it was all out for everybody to see? You a hoe. He know you a hoe. How do you know the Lord told me so? You a hoe. You know you a hoe. Like, that's what I hear. Say, All right. Hello. And not even just a regular hoe. You was a church hoe and a church whoremonger. You gonna talk about it? You said leave my past alone. Church whores and whoremongers. You got a new church and a new boo every time. The Lord didn't send my husband over here. Let me go on and go over here to this other church. He might be in here. Let me go over to this other church. I think my wife is over there. Hello. Ain't no, because people don't go to church looking for God. They go to church looking for somebody to marry. They survey the single people. They look at rings when people are testifying. Hello. Is he married? Is she married? You look to see if it's somebody in there that look like they could be yours before you stay. We gonna talk about it? The Christian mingle. Come on, Christine. That was you. I did all my hoeing outside the church and thought I was good. Uh-oh. 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 You said, oh, my. Talking about the Lord is leading me somewhere else. Now, you done burned through all the people at that church. Looking at the hands. Come on. When they wave and praise the Lord and see who they go home with, acting like you praising the Lord with everybody and really you trying to check out the singles. Rock 10 different freaks after every show. Oh. Auntie. We gonna talk about it. Family, we was just following in the footsteps of the elders of the church with the outside kids. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. A church full of swingers. You said it. Everybody, your fiance, every 6 months, a new person come in. Ooh, I know that's my wife. Ooh, I know that's my husband. God already told me. Lies. The God of lust told you that was your husband or wife. The God of lust. The God of fornication. The God of adultery. You're right. It was a God, but not the one. You would get on the auxiliary that you think that person gonna see you in, so they can see how hard you was working for the Lord when really you was working for a pistachio. You said woo over here just tickled and hurt at the same time. You was working for a pistachio or a cashew. That's what you was working for. But you know there are true conversations the women need to have with each other and the men. That's what you was working for. Is you gonna be honest? That's what you was working for. It's the truth. I went to church in fornication and was still looking for my real husband the whole time. Girl, Joy, come over here and sit down by me. My son's grandfather is a pastor, and he had 11 children in his congregation, and only one wife with his one child. Oh. Went to church and sat down with Satan. Did you hear what Auntie said? He had one wife and one child with the wife, but he had 11 kids. Ooh-wee. Yeah. I'm just saying that's what y'all was working for. Them first ladies is strong. Oh, okay. So y'all just don't want to talk about. All right, let's move on then. Fine. Just stay over there in whatever you doing in. Okay. I'm just saying. If we gonna talk about it. How do you think God felt when he knew that you were going there to look for a partner to sin? You literally went there to entice somebody. You said they all still attend the same church. Crazy. Wow. My old pastor had 7 side babies in the church. Interesting. And then you wonder why fornication and different things be running through certain places. And you know why it's sad? Because they can't talk about what they struggle with, so everybody just act like they don't see it. So then can't nobody get no help if we got to act like we don't see what pastor is struggling with. That's why I came in here and told y'all, I didn't even know I still had bitterness in my heart. It was hidden. But I told y'all, now, it's what it is. I left my job in September and God gave me a job today. Congratulations. Do you hear me? Kids on the first and second row, they hired the pastor because he was fine. I heard the talk. Wow. That was my ex-pastor's brother, the deacon. He probably was disgusted and angry, probably ready to set it on fire. Yeah. Disappointed. And yeah. I didn't know I had bitterness last week. It slapped me in my face. Come on, Cindy. That's crazy. And thinking that I was halfway decent person because I went to church, but was so dark on the inside. You said, but was so dark on the think it's so dark on the inside. Okay, I didn't. Come on. Relationship is different, and I'm gonna keep saying that. Relationship is different. Oh yeah, carrying the bags and stuff. Oh, goodness gracious, this elbow is crazy. All right, here we go. It says some of them, the church folks, were looking for a reason to accuse Jesus, so they watched him closely. Ain't nobody gonna watch you closer than your haters. My baby daddy was a deacon low down line saying we were married in the church. Wow. Uh-oh. Jesus' haters watched him more than the people that was following him. Because they waiting for you to mess up so they can have something to say and get a group of people to go against you. Hello. Jesus said to the man with the shriveled hand, stand up in front of everyone. Why do you think he told that man to stand up in front of everybody? I married right out of high school, and at the end of the marriage, I found out my ex-husband had ran through dang near the whole church. The way they smiled in my face the whole time, baby. To use him as an example is good. What else you got, Niecy Pooh? He about to perform a miracle, probably. Okay, they haven't changed one bit. Still doing exactly that. Yeah. Why do you think he had him stand up in front of everybody? To bless him. Okay. What else we got? Yeah, that's good. For the benefit, so that everyone sees, for the benefit of those who don't believe. Okay. It's always a hater on the front line, always. To be bold with it, to show them he is he. Okay. He was the only one with real faith. Okay. He know the other folks was there. Okay. To show his work. Okay. To show that he can use anybody. Okay. Okay. So God could get his glory. Right, Auntie? Okay, so let me ask you a question. Can y'all go back up here to verse 2 real quick? Go back up to verse 2. Listen. Some of them were looking for a reason to accuse Jesus, so they watched him closely to see if he would heal him on the Sabbath. They wanted to see if he was going to break the law secretly or openly. Jesus did it openly because he knew what they was doing in the dark. In front of people, they acted like they respected the Sabbath. But the Sabbath was not in their heart. What the Sabbath represents, they didn't live. They were secretly watching him to see if he was going to break the law. He did it in front of everybody. But they were doing things secretly behind closed doors, but acting like they lived that life for real, and they didn't. Hello. On Sunday or Saturday, they act saved. On Wednesday, they put on their church clothes. But every other day, they was doing whatever it is that they wanted to do. Hiding the sin that they were doing. Hiding breaking the rules. You see it? Jesus wasn't sneaking. was trying to find something on him, and he knew everything about them. I'm going to say it again. They were trying to find something to trick him up while he already knew every single thing that they was or wasn't doing. No, I haven't been on here. Did you pick that up? He said, I'm going to do what I do when y'all ain't around in front of y'all. But can you do the same? Do they not look foolish trying to catch somebody and find something when he already know everything about them? He could have put every last one of their thoughts, their actions that they thought they hid in the dark. They was trying to find something on him, and he already knew everything about them. From birth until that moment. Do you think they look silly? I'm watching you watching me, this part. Don't you think they look crazy? You trying to find out something and make somebody guilty, and they already know all your dirt. Hello? How many times have you held secrets of people's while they went and told all your business? And you had one secret that could shatter their whole life. If you was to open your mouth, it'll be devastating. Catastrophic. But you held your peace and kept on doing what you were supposed to do. Anybody? You said, oh yeah, still holding it. But then they'll turn on you and try to have everybody looking at you crazy because they know you know their secrets. Interesting. You know, they was doing the same thing to Jesus. Jesus knew all their secrets, and they kept trying to find stuff on him to make people look at him crazy, and all Jesus had to do was speak the truth. Hello. Familiar? Could have aired all her dirty laundry, filthy laundry, but went silent instead. Come on. Mm-hmm. All right. Here we go. Then Jesus asked them, which is lawful on the Sabbath, to do good or to do evil? So do you think that God would rather you go to church and be judging people or go out and be feeding the homeless on the Sabbath? Oh, I went to church today. How many people did you talk about in your mind while you was in the service? Which is lawful on the Sabbath, to do good or to do evil, to save life or to kill? But they remained silent. Why was they quiet? Because you look real crazy trying to talk about a person that's doing good. You said everyone that was wearing loud perfume or fake shouting because they didn't know how to answer him because they knew their true selves. Okay. How many of you have drove past a homeless person on your way to church in your new clothes every Sunday? How many of you have went out to eat with the church after church and drove past a homeless person and didn't give them nothing? You didn't even buy an extra plate when you was leaving the restaurant to give to the homeless person. All while talking about, you know, God is pleased with you. Hello? We don't want to talk about it? Do I need my... Because I have a feeling it got real quiet over there. You made sure you was casket sharp, but drove past some homeless people. You said my roof need mopping. Okay, I was wondering where y'all was at because I felt that. It was taught that if I paid for the pastor's dinner, God was really pleased with me. You said, get out of my head. Auntie, I'm just trying to figure out. You shouted real good, baby, and waved your fan that cost $39.99 and couldn't even get a man on the way to church $2. You gave him a bless you. All the while asking God to bless you when you got to church. Saints, I gotta go scrub the road. Catch you later. Oh, okay. You gotta mop the driveway. Praise the Lord, saints. I give honor to God. I give honor to Pastor. I want to thank God, and I gotta ask for y'all to pray for me because I'm really in need of a blessing. Y'all hear me, saints? Right before you came to church, it was a man standing on the side of the road on the way to church while you all dressed up in your... And he had a sign. Can I get $2? Then take the money you could have gave them and drop it in the plate. Come on. And when you seen him, you said, oh, God bless him. God said, no, you bless him. You see his shoes? You see her shoes? Take off your shoes and walk in the church barefoot. You got that nice coat on? Give it to him. You know you about to eat real good at the church? Take him a plate. Oh, God bless them. God said, no, I gave you the means to. Why are you asking me to? Oh, God, just help them. Give them somewhere warm to go. He said, don't you got $79.99? to put them in a hotel for a night? You about to put that 79. You said let go of my edges. Which is it? It's better for you to go to the Sabbath or to, okay. Somebody find a scripture about giving to the poor and worried about if they got clothes. Come on. He said, where is it? Come on and post the scripture where it talk about you got a coat and all of this. And hello. I got an extra mop if anybody needed. Aunties, the auntie said, get out of my head. What it say? You tell them be blessed if they need a coat or some clothes or some food or something. Come on, where is it at? Let me see. You get to church and talk about how blessed you are, but you never talk about how many people you blessed. How many people that you were able to be a blessing to. You hear about cars and houses and jobs and God let me find it on the deal and all of this. But you know what we didn't hear? Proverbs 19 and 17. Whoever is kind to the poor lends to the Lord. Interesting. So why is it? You said Matthew 25, 35, and 40. Interesting. So why do we hear all these people talking about how blessed they are, but they can't tell you a list of people that they blessed? Not that you even supposed to be keeping check on it. The generous who share with the poor will be blessed. He who oppresses the poor will come to poverty. Hello. 2 Corinthians 9 and 7. So it's several scriptures about you taking care of those that are less fortunate. Isaiah 58 and 7 says, share your food with the hungry and provide the poor wonders with shelter. Oh. You said I've gained a giving spirit since I got here. Come on. Acts 20 and 35. So it's several scriptures. God said you weren't worried about showing up in the synagogue, fly fresh to death, faking and shaking in front of people. James 2 and 14, thank you. Instead of taking care of the poor and the needy. Interesting. Which do you think he's more concerned about? You showing up in the church fresh to death or feeding the people on the way to the church? Clothing the people on the way to the church. Which one? Sheltering the people that don't have no shelter. Which one you think you're more worried about? It's okay. Feeding the people on the way to church. Not just looking out for family, but everyone, and not worrying about what they going to do with it. Ooh. Okay. We're going to keep going. He looked around at them in anger and deeply distressed at their stubborn hearts, said to the man, stretch out your hand. He stretched it out and his hand was completely restored. Then the Pharisees went out and began to plot with the Herodians on how they might unalive Jesus. So when real prophets, apostles, teachers come, the fake ones is looking for a reason to get them gone. They're looking for a reason to go to the management and the leadership of the church to get them out. When people really start getting free, people really start getting help, people really start letting go of things that have plagued their minds and bodies and hearts. Now y'all church folks want to get rid of them. They do too much over here. We don't do like that. Yeah, y'all don't got no healing in here. Y'all don't got nobody getting set free in here. You right. Y'all got a whole bunch of plastic plants that ain't grew. They've been in church for 45 years and still act the same, still look the same, still trying to put themselves above somebody else instead of being real about they nasty heart and they nasty mind. You want to call her a hoe because she come in a short skirt, but she ain't been with nobody in 3 years. You, on the other hand, have had several fiancés in the church. Matter of fact, every church you done went to. Hello, who said that? Hello? How many times you done had marriage counseling at them churches? He said 17 times in 22 years. So the Lord told you that 22 people was your husband. And you didn't know they wasn't until they touched your parts. But she the hoe. Let me go down here and see what kind of shoes and stuff I got here. Let me look at these pictures from when I was younger. I'm just gonna mind my business. I ain't even gonna say nothing to nobody else. I'm just gonna mind my business over here. Look at my babies. Look at my baby. Let me see if I can find a picture of myself when I was. uh-huh. Right, you church out to find the husband or wife you was looking for, all the while testing all the waters. You was the faithful churchgoer, but your heart wasn't faithful to nothing but sin. We gonna talk about it. Huh? No, y'all don't want to talk about that. Okay, we'll move on. I can feel the quietness. Leaving churches because they won't give you a position. With a title on it. You can't just work in it without getting a title. You got to have a title or you ain't going to do it. If they don't let you over the auxiliary. So when the council come, you can wear a name tag. You don't want to work for the Lord. If it's something behind the scenes where can't nobody see you gonna go to another church where they let you be seen. The street lights is calling me. I got my church finger. You said I think it's time for me to lay down or something. I don't know. I might need to go cook dinner right now. Hello. We're gonna move on. All right. Jesus withdrew with his homeboys to the water, and a large crowd from Galilee followed when they heard about all he was doing. Jesus was trying to get away from people, and people kept coming to where he was at. I don't see that not one time he charged $79.99 to come see him. There was no fees. You see, maybe I missed it. No. When he healed the man, he didn't ask him for no money. When he was teaching, he didn't have, no, I see it right now. He didn't ask for no money. When they heard all he was doing, many people came to him from Judea, Jerusalem, Idumea, and the regions across the Jordan and around Tyre and Sidon. Hello. So folks was looking for Jesus while church people was looking to accuse Jesus. Because wasn't nobody looking for them. Ain't it crazy how the people that don't never have nobody checking for them is always worried about who checking for you? I know who their daddies and mamas is. I don't even know why they like them. I don't even know why they go over there. I don't even know why they do that. I wouldn't be over there if I was them because you're not invited. You're not welcome. Hello. Hello. Ain't that crazy? You don't be checking for people, but they be checking for you. And they checking for who checking for you. And they just mad because ain't nobody checking for them. See, the church people back in the day wanted to use the word to control people. Jesus got rid of all of that. You don't gotta beg for the attention of the pastor when Jesus is paying you attention. Hello. You don't gotta beg for the attention of the bishop and mother and their approval if God approves of you. Hello. They can't guilt you into no guilt offerings. No. We gonna talk about it or no? How many of you care if people think you're saved or not now? When before, if you didn't go to church, you thought they thought you had backslid. So you went even when your heart wasn't in it because you didn't want nobody to think that you backslid. Now you don't care. You're like, I don't care if you think I'm saved or not. It doesn't matter. I probably read my word more than you. They can fall down. Don't say that no more, but I got you. You was about to make me say something crazy knowing how bad my knees is, sis. You don't love me. Hello. Are you more worried about God knowing you and God being okay with you and not worried about what the Pharisees and the Sadducees, you said, don't care, not damn bit. Now let me slide into my chair so I'm not marked tardy. Hey, Pumpkin. While my knee is over here cracking, right? That's why you need to say nothing like that. You see, I already had to put some ointment on this morning. Okay. I'm just trying to see if you see what I see. Okay. I'm just saying. Now you don't care. Because you realize half of them don't even know the word anyway. Gone on somewhere. All right. Here we go. Because of the crowd, he told his disciples to have a small boat ready for him. Jesus had to get the getaway vehicle ready. He said, look, see all these people coming? Go get the boat ready. So while they all riled up and praising and crying, I'm going to sneak out the back. Because I need a break. All these people just keep touching me. And I don't want them to keep touching me. He said, they taking my energy. Think about it. This is God in the flesh. And there was a lot of unclean people touching him. Okay. Professor Xavier and what's her name? The girl that had to wear the gloves. Rogue. When my mom was sick, I didn't show up. They didn't give up. So I don't give up that part. Okay? Understand that people touching Jesus was like when Rogue on X-Men touched somebody. But it was also, okay, like Professor Xavier. Every time they touched Jesus, there was strength that was pulled from his body. So could you imagine all of the sick people in a hospital going to one doctor and all of them touching him at the same time? Diseases, mental illness, all of it, all the sicknesses. I don't know all of them. Cancer, diabetes, everything. Infection in their body. Okay? Not just to him, they was touching him. Mm-hmm. They wasn't just touching the hem of his garment, they was touching him. I want that so bad for people I see in pain. You always remind me of just how human he was. Jesus got overstimulated just like we do, did. And he used to be like, okay, I'm going to do this. But make me, like, y'all stand right here because I'm going to need to get away for a minute. I need to rest. He was the ultimate empath. Because he couldn't only feel their sadness, he could see. Hey, he could see their thoughts. He could feel the sickness. He could see inside their cells. Understand? So you got 100 people touching you that's dealing with depression, schizophrenia, sadness from pain. Okay, when they touched him, he probably felt the pain that they felt. So what if you had 10 people that were struggling with cancer touching you at the same time, but you could feel exactly what they felt? How much energy would you have? Huh? Okay. Here we go. It says, because of the crowd, he told his disciples to have a small boat ready for him to keep the people from crowding him. For he had healed many, so that those with diseases were pushing forward to touch him. All they had to do was touch him, and leprosy left. Cancer. Okay? So where was the sickness going? Could you imagine 5,000 people trying to touch you at one time? That's why he like, who touching me? Yeah. Who touched me? Who touched me? Okay, Peter, you stand right here. No, okay, John, you right here. Okay, look, Judas, I know you ain't, but stand right here. A good representation is the movie The Green Mile. Perfect. Perfect. You said it. The Green Mile. Exactly. Exactly. The Green Mile. Mm-hmm. It is. Yeah, and if you haven't seen it, you need to watch it. Perfect example is The Green Mile. Perfect. You said it. He absorbed the negative from them and put out the positive to them. Green Mile. Ain't that crazy? Mm-hmm. So if you haven't, y'all should watch The Green Mile. It's a very good show. My mama listened that in Mississippi. Listen. Okay, here we go. Homework assignment. There you go. All right. Whenever the impure spirits saw him, they fell down before him and cried out, "You are the Son of God." Hold on. So what is that telling us right there? What did that say? Huh? What's that telling us? It said he healed a lot of people. And everybody that was around him was sick. But when the demons that were causing whatever type of sickness it was got close to God, they cried out and said, "We know who you are." There's a reason when you get around certain people, they don't want you to be around because the demons in them want that person to stay sick. Right, Tasha? That's why they don't want you around at the job because you're going to stop the strife. That's why they don't want you around at the family gathering because they know you're not going to keep the drama going. Because the demons want everybody involved to stay sick. So they always going to call you out. Hello. Because healing happens when you come around. Growth happens when you come around. That's why they always trying to, because what you doing here? Hold on. I didn't even want nobody to know I was here. I know, but we need to let everybody know you here because won't no healing be happening here. We ain't forgot. Hello. 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 That's why they don't want you around. Because when you come around, change is going to happen. People have to start to examine themselves. Think about it. Everybody else just thought they were sick. They didn't know they was possessed with a demon of infirmity in the mind, in the body, in the heart, in the soul, in the feet, in the wherever. Come on. You said, ouch. I'll be right back. Okay. Person come around you and you get real agitated. What's in you? Hello. They just so nice. I just don't like. I don't know why they always so nice. You need healing. We're gonna talk about it. You might be the sick person. You get happy. You get irritated when people are smiling and joyful, and you feel some type of way about that. There might be a demon there somewhere. Because you shouldn't be irritated by happiness, honey. You shouldn't turn your nose up because somebody is happy. You might want to check your heart. So that's why they call after the altar call for help. Yep. Hello. You get mad because somebody else is happy. You get mad because God blessed somebody. You sick. Hello. You're not well. You get mad because somebody else get blessed with a good job or something you don't got. Ooh, it's exposing. We got to get through here. Whenever the impure spirits saw him, they fell down before him and cried out, "You are the Son of God." But he gave them strict orders not to tell others about him. Sometimes the reason that they alert people to your coming is because you're one of God's children. And the demons, they need to know you're on your way. Hello. Hmm. They need to know you're on your way. Mm-hmm. Hello. They call you out. They single you out because you got the Spirit of God. Are you working towards that? They don't want you around because they want to stay sick. And when you come around, it's medicine. When you bring the OTP, it's medicine. When you bring the breakdown of the word and what it truly means to walk in relationship with God, it exposes the demons that are in them and it makes them uncomfortable. So they act crazy. They lash out, they holler, they scream, they yell. They don't want it, right? Every time Jesus ran into some demons, they said, what you want to do with us? Why you coming over here? Why you messing with us? Why you don't let us just be dirty and filthy and evil and mean and nasty? Hey, auntie, you hear me? Why you don't? Why you don't let me just stay in my sin? Why you judging me? Let me stay in my darkness. Let me stay over here doing all of these filthy things in my mind and in my heart and my body. You ever been asleep and somebody came and shined a bright light in your face? How did it make you feel? Angry immediately? Did you feel joyful and happy? You said immediately, capital letters. How would it make you feel? You said mad, discombobulated, etc. That's exactly how the demons feel. You was irritated, very angry, mad. That's exactly how the demons feel when God comes shining a bright light on your spirit. Because they've been able to move around in the dark for so long, they don't want to be exposed to the light. That explains why my cousins don't invite me. They be so like, you a Bible thumper now. We knew it was going to be you. I was shocked. Okay. You said hot as fish grease. Okay. So understand, when you come around, especially now that you're working on yourself, you expose the demons that are in other people. And they don't like that. Neither did the Pharisees and the Sadducees when Jesus' disciples came around, because it showed that they wasn't really who they said they was. Do you realize that the people that went to Jesus were ready to expose their sin so they could be healed? They went towards the light, not running from it. The Pharisees and the Sadducees was running from the light. And they was trying to keep people in darkness. God is healing people. Jesus is healing people. People are being freed from mental illness and boils and sores on their body. They can walk. You want people to stay bound. Why would the church people want people to stay sick and bound? Come on, until you said your spirit irritates their demons. These is the church people. The them that he's talking about are the church people. Why would the church people want people to stay bound and sick? Anybody ever seen the movie Misery? Come on, God's child, because they want to control them. Yep. If you haven't seen the movie Misery, you should watch it. It'll help you understand people. They think they helping you and they hurting you, keeping you sick. Only because you're easily controlled when you don't feel good. When you in pain, you'll say yes to anything. But the moment you start to heal and walk on your own, they want to break your feet again. break your ankles, take you back to who you used to be and who they knew you as when you were broken. Hello? I remember when you was too. I remember. You didn't think we could see, but we saw you. You thought you was creeping and sneaking. No, it's always somebody to see you. Hello. Some people are irritated because you let them know how they have not grown. When they hear you talking about the word and breaking it down, it make them angry because they don't know how to do it. But it ain't that they can't. They just used to be in the darkness. Hello. And they like it because darkness is comfortable. They don't want you shining a light on a life that they're not really living, that they've pretended to live. The disciples was living it out in real life. They was really putting their life on the line for what they believed in. Them Pharisees and Sadducees was too busy trying to point fingers at everybody else. I moved from a certain area for better health care, got in the word, and my mental improved, and my ex tried to move me back. I was easier to manipulate when my mind was unwell. Come on, pumpkin. And that's why a lot of times in the church, they don't talk about the real issues because people stay sick. What do doctors take from folks? What's the only thing that doctors get from being doctors? A benefit to them. Money. So as long as you stay sick, the doctor's going to stay in business, right or wrong. If they heal you, they don't get no money. Sound familiar like the church? No, we're not going to talk about no demons up in here. We don't talk about demons. Huh? If the word say that demons cause sickness, why we not talking about demons? But everybody in here sick. So you want me to stay sick. You want me to stay mentally ill. You want me to stay in fornication and adultery and a liar and backbiting. Okay. You want, so we can't talk about demons and what pain they cause and what trouble they cause and how they can devastate a person's life. We can't talk about spirits in here. They talk about the remedy, but not the cure. Come on. Absolutely. That's why Catholic Church give people such a hard time about exorcism. Okay. They want you to stay in captivity. You said so they can look like they're above them. Okay. How many times have you read in the word that the demon that was causing the person not to be able to see, walk, be healthy in their mind, once it was called out, the person got up and everything was fine? A spirit of infirmity. But churches don't want to talk about the spirits no more. They don't want to talk about deliverance. They don't want to talk about exorcism. We don't do that over here. Oh, so y'all want everybody to stay sick. Because that is the spiritual medicine, calling the demon out that is causing the problem. But you can't talk about demons in church no more. You can't talk about fasting and prayer to get rid of the demons that have attached to that person's soul or the generational curse. You just shout and tell them to write it down on a paper and that's it. You don't have them do the real work. Some of them sell the word at church. They can't tell you that because the cause and the cure because they want you to keep paying them for treatment like a doctor. Interesting. You said they done made the demons their personality. Some people be needing closure or answer words of encouragement and guidance. They do. They do. They do. Now, what I want you to do on today is found you find out in your own life how many times you've allowed a person to stay sick. That's you encouraging your friend to cheat on their husband or wife, to be promiscuous, to only be a surface person, to steal or take. How many times have you contributed to the people around you being sick because you wouldn't tell them about the demons that are controlling their life? You won't make them tell the truth. You won't make them be honest about what it. Oh, okay. Oh, it's okay. You're going to be all right. It's all right. Is it okay? Because what they're doing is killing them. It's making them even more sick. Well, I just don't want to hurt their feelings, so you want them to stay sick. Oh, well, just say that then. You don't want them to get no better. Okay, well. How many times have you allowed a person to stay sick around you? Is what I want to know. You acting like the Pharisees and the Sadducees? Don't think nobody else, because they always been sick, that they got to stay sick? Okay. Now you just ask us how many times were you the problem? I'm about to go find me something to eat. I'm tired. I think I need to go mop my ceiling too. Before we go, I need y'all to skip down to verse 20. We in Mark chapter 3, verse 20. I want you to see something. I'm about to show you something. Tatiana, stop it. All right, go down to verse 20. I'm about to show you something. You ready to see it? Then Jesus entered a house, and again a crowd gathered. So some more people then found him. He done left, got on the boat, went somewhere else, and they didn't came somewhere else. Okay. So that he and his disciples were not even able to eat. When you working for the Lord, sometimes you don't get no sleep, and you can't eat. Hello. You don't have enough time in the day because there's so many sick people that need to be healed. There's so many sick people that need to be counseled. You can't even feed yourself. So imagine how God felt when he see people gorging themselves or filling themselves up, but you ain't got no time to work for nobody else. You're not going to miss no spiritual meals or church to help somebody else eat. Never mind. Moving on. When his family, whose family? Thank you, Jasmine. Who family? When his family, whose family? Right here. It said, then Jesus entered the house, and again a crowd gathered, so that he and his disciples were not even able to eat. When his family, whose family? Jesus' family. When Jesus' family heard about this, they went to take charge of him, for they said he is out of his mind. How many of y'all been called crazy because you prepped for the famine that's happening right now? And how many of you heard from other people, friends or family, that somebody thought you was a conspiracy theorist or that you was doing too much? Was it your family and friends saying it? How many of them told you quit coming over here to TikTok listening to this crazy lady because you in a cult? Can I ask you a question? How many of y'all have received healing for your mind, body, or soul, finances, marriage, relationships over here? I cussed them out, to be honest. Girl, stop it. Interesting. Interesting. I always get called a troublemaker for being a truth teller. Interesting. So your family is mad because you've been getting well and you're not sick no more? Thank you. It is. It's still breaking, sister. You said me, I've never received this many whoopings in my life. How many of your family want you to go back to how you used to be? You said they don't even talk to you. How many of your family members want you to go back to being sick? Because you were more easily controlled when you were not healed in your mind, body, and soul. They could easily take advantage of you because you didn't feel well mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally. Interesting. But when you came in contact with Jesus for real, you started healing. Some of y'all, it was immediate. You said, I don't be around mine like that anymore. Okay. Mine, they said they liked the old me, and I told you, I know, you told them I like the new me. Okay. You said, once your eyes are open, there is no going back. Come on. Okay. Well, I'm not going to keep y'all. But I do want you to think about how many times you helped somebody stay sick. You said my family asked me if I was sure that dad was stopping my meds, won't send me backwards. No, but for dad, come on. This. You need to see how many times you helped a person stay sick. Spiritually. When you applauded their wrong and you helped them to do the wrong things. Or you enticed them to do the wrong things. I love you too, Auntie. Sis, sorry. I love you too. You hear me? That's your job today. I love you too, Auntie. It's good to see you too. Currently, I've moved back to my family. However, the friends I was around was what was crippling me. My joy coming back. I know that's right, Ellington. Come on. Each time I was passive and shrugged and said, not my monkeys, not my circus. Ooh, it ain't my problem. And you had the answers. You had the remedy. And you decided not to help. I encourage doing the right things, and they look at me like, what happened to you? Jesus and healing is what happened. I know that's right, Amber. Love you too. Love you too, John. Listen, we got to get it in here. Because sometimes we be mad that people be sick, not realizing we gave them the sickness. Or we helped them stay sick. We did. Encouraging our friends to do the wrong things, kept secrets. Should have told. You said I kept secrets. I should have turned a blind eye to what I should have spoken on. Uh oh. Right. Keeping secrets keep a person sick. I'm not going to tell because, that ain't my business to tell it. But somebody else is waiting and asking God to give them an answer on if they should leave the situation or not. And you have the answer that their spouse is cheating on them or whatever else. And they come to you every day and say, what should I do? And you say, I don't know. I think you should just pray. But you know the reason they crying because you've seen it. You have proof. And you won't let them get free. You won't let them get well. You won't give them medicine that they need to be able to get out of the situation. Hello, I'm going to leave. I'm about to go find me some food. I love y'all. I'll see y'all later. I think my jet lag is kicking in. I'm ready to go take a nap. About to find me some food. For real, for real. So, I love y'all. I'll see y'all. So you just telling my business because I was the spouse being cheated on. Uh-oh. 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 Thank you. I love you too. Thank you, Jackie. Come on. We got some work to do today, y'all. We got some work. Thank you. I love you too. We got some work to do because we've allowed a lot of our family members to stay sick because they were easily controlled. We didn't have to bother with them. Thank you. Yes. Love y'all too. Y'all got some stuff to look into today. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Y'all got a couple assignments. Yeah. I love y'all. I'll see y'all later. Love you in my circle. You said love you circle in my kitty voice. I love you. I'll see you later. Bye. You gonna do a rewatch? Okay, Auntie, I love you. I love all of y'all. I see y'all. Can I help someone heal? Yes, you can. I'm literally doing it now, sis. And it's rewarding too. You can help somebody heal that hurt you. You sure can. And it makes you stronger to be able to do so. You can heal people that tried to break you, and it makes you stronger. It actually make you feel sorry for them because you be like, dang, you was trying to crush me the whole time I'm bandaging you up. But God strengthened my bones. I didn't need you to wrap me up because God already did it. I love y'all.